Okay, so hi everyone. I hope we are live and I am also visible and audible to you. So just a quick confirmation in the chat, guys. Hi everyone. Good evening. I welcome you all. Let me just also open up YouTube real quick on my mobile so I can actually see what you guys are typing, right? So just give me a sec. So let me also check your chats, please. Okay. Hey, hi Naveen. Hi. So okay. So I guess we are live. Nice. So let me just quickly add my screen so I can talk to you. Okay, this should be it. Right. So I'll be just switching to PC chats. Great, great. Thank you everyone for joining. And we are here again. And I see a lot of familiar names. Utpal is here. Naveen is here. Hi again, guys. And Mohammad Amir is here. So this course is going to be for 3 days, guys. There are a few changes which you have done in the essential, how essential works for you and how things will start from now on, right? So prior to this, we were doing essentials for 5 days. So now the essentials are going to happen for 2 days so that you guys can quickly learn. So rather than waiting for 5 days, why not just learn in 3 days? And also trainer gets a lot of flexibility to understand and talk to you and explain it in more detail per day, right? So today, as we're starting with JavaScript, so let me just quickly introduce myself. So I'm Prasad. I'm one of the core team members of Let's Upgrade, and I'm here to basically host you guys and to welcome you all to yet another programming, you can say, boot camp that is for JavaScript, right? So how are you all, guys? How are you all? Are you guys excited to learn JavaScript? Can you just let me know in the chat how many of you are very first time going to like start off with JavaScript? How many of you have never ever interacted with JavaScript before? How many of you are here? Nikhil, just try, increasing your picture quality. I guess from my end should be fine. I'll still check. Looks fine to me. Just check on your end once with the YouTube. So how many first timers are here, guys? How many first timers? I know a few people who are not first timers. So apart from that, how many of you guys are going to learn it for the first time? Right. So now I have your chats, and now we have 100 students with us, almost 100, as you can see. Yep. Okay. So let's quickly start, and a few announcements here and there I have to make, and then I'll hand the session to your trainer, right? Who was already here, right? So as always, let's start off with how to register, right? So all the students who are joining us for the very first time and who do not know how things work at Let's Upgrade, so very important thing for you guys is to go and register for the program, guys. The very important and the very first thing which you guys need to do is go and register. Without registration, you're not able to mark your attendance, mark your progress, get your certificates, submit assignments. None of that is going to work for you unless you go and register for this program. So how do you guys register? Is quickly go in the description below, right? Once you go in the description below, there is going to be a bunch of links which anyways lead to just one page. That is the one link which we have. So just go to show more, and this should open, right? Click on any one of those. All are the same links. How many of you guys are facing this issue? I guess two people have now mentioned the video quality issue. Anyone else facing it? Because I am actually able to see it very clear in my mobile. I'm on 1080p and it is still working crystal clear for me. Right. So this is how it is going to show for you. You have to just go and sign up or sign in if you already have an account, and that is going to enroll you into the program, right? So once you enroll, you're going to land on something like this, and this is your learning dashboard, right? So you just go and enroll, and you will get a WhatsApp confirmation, an email, and everything of that sort, and that confirms your enrollment into the program. The second step is understanding the dashboard, right? So the name of the program which I've enrolled into is JavaScript Programming Bootcamp. It is going to run for 3 days, and this is how the schedule looks like. 17th, 18th, 19th April, the next 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. is going to be a class, right? So all those guys, again, I'm repeating, if you are facing this issue of video quality, just close the video, join again. It is clear from my end. I'm actually viewing it in my mobile as well in the side, right? So right here is the mobile. I'm just seeing the quality. It's all fine, right? Just do a refresh and it should be fine for you. Okay. So here you see the progress, right? The progress bar, which is now at 0, right? You have to just make sure that your progress is more than 50. How you can do that is by marking your attendance and submitting your assignments. To get a certificate, two conditions are very important that you should fulfill. That is, the program should be over and you should have a minimum percentage of 50 in your progress bar. If that works for you, you can completely go and download your certificates, or it's going to show you an error that you're currently not eligible for the certificate download. For all the queries regarding the boot camp, like how basically you can take help of your peers in our Telegram groups, and to get updated notifications of your next class or the upcoming boot camps, you can join our WhatsApp communities, right? To share the program with your friends and earn LU coins, which of course you can, use it as a discount for other programs, or completely get the programs for free. If you have more LU coins, you can use the refer and earn page, and it will give you the links which you can share with your college buddies and your classmates, anyone, right? So this is the link how you can go and watch the video on YouTube, right? So this is something important. Now understand, so you have to mark your attendance like this. Click on that button, give the rating like according to what you understand. So if you like what you are doing, give us a solid 10. Anything below 10, like even if you're giving 9, right, you have to let us know that what can be improved, so that we can actually understand that what went wrong for you and what can be improved upon, so that we work accordingly, right? So suppose like you say interaction is less, just go and submit, and that should mark your attendance for that particular day. Similarly, just understand one thing: by default, the assignment button will not be below here. Only when the assignments are given for that day is where the buttons will appear for assignment submission, right? So do not worry if like currently there is no assignment for today, so there is no, you can say, submit assignment available here, right? So do not worry or do not panic that you're not able to see it. If it is there, it should be visible to you. And for any other queries, you can just use this WhatsApp button, which directly gets you to our WhatsApp agent, and he will help you assist. Any more queries? I believe the dashboard introduction was very clear, very short and informative. Like yes, a very important thing from one of the questions: this program is completely free for you guys. Okay, so once you complete this program, right, you are going to get a certification in collaboration with Google Developer Groups Mumbai, NSCDC, and ITEM group of institutions, and of course LetsUpgrade. So all you have to do is attend this program for the next 3 days, complete your assignments, mark your attendance, and at the end of the program, you can directly download your certificate right from here. You don't have to go anywhere searching for the certificates. You will get a button of downloading certificates when the program is over, right in this portal. So this portal should be a go-to place for any queries, for any reference links, for anything you require in this program. Okay. So I hope everything is clear. All clear, guys? The duration of program is going to be 2 hours. Bhuvanesh, I get your reply, but there are few people who have joined the class for the first session. I hope you understand that they also need to be taken care of. Okay, great. So all things clear. Let's start off with the session. So let me just call upon Ritik. Let me stop my screen. So hi Ritik, welcome to the session. Can you hear me?
Yep. Hi Prashant, how are you?
Great. How are you, Ritik?
I'm great.
Nice. So guys, Ritik is here and a fabulous mentor. I interacted with him a couple of days before, and I've been into his lectures, right? So response from the student is amazing, and that is the reason is now like we are just both excited to see how LetsUpgrade is how YouTube is going to treat Ritik. Ritik, is this your first time on YouTube? I guess no, right? Because the way your
No.
confidence and
Yep.
right. So guys, a lot of experiments and a lot of fun for the next 3 days. Something new way of teaching, right? So over to you, Ritik. I hope you guys have fun and ask as many questions you can to Ritik, right? And make sure that you can take as much as out from him in JavaScript, so that you can start building your career in JavaScript. So over to you, Ritik, and I'll be signing off for the day. Bye bye. Take care. I'll see you towards the end.
Yep. So hey everyone, what's up? How are you guys? Thanks Naveen. Thank you so much. Okay, I hope you like the HTML session. So हम now we'll be starting with the JS, right? Yep. Yes, Satisha, it is all recorded. So you can see them in the YouTube playlist if you go to LetsUpgrade channel. Yeah. Yes, I can see very familiar names. Yeah. Yep, I'm also good, Bhavnesh. Okay. Yep. Hi, Utpal. How are you? ठीक है. Yep. So ठीक है. I hope many of you are new here to JavaScript as well, right? Just like HTML and CSS. So इसमें भी हम लोग JS को will be starting from the zero level, and we'll be trying to cover all the concepts that are needed for you to at least start your JavaScript. ठीक है. तो उससे क्या होगा? You'll get some confidence as well, and on the third day हम लोग एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाएंगे बहुत बढ़िया सा, ठीक है, जिससे आपको बहुत ही कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा JS में. And yes, so call me Foodie. It doesn't matter if you know C++. We'll be starting off with the very basic, right? And after that, we'll be slowly increasing our level. Hinglish means Hindi plus English, Naveen. So ये lecture Hindi में भी होगा plus English में भी होगा, right? So if you don't understand anything either in Hindi or in English, I can tell me, right? अगर किसी को हिंदी समझ आ रहा है तो हिंदी में बता देंगे, otherwise English में तो बताएंगे ही, right? So अच्छा, in the meanwhile, so how many of you want me to start off with English initially and then आप लोग चाहते हो कि अगर कोई डाउट है तो मैं इसको हिंदी में क्लियर करूं, और you want the opposite way, you want कि मैं हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करूं, अगर कोई डाउट आ रहा है then I only explain it in English? Can I have the poll kind of a thing? How many of you are? अच्छा, Satisha says only English. Yes, free होगी class. Oh, that's great, Amir. Your wish, English both. ठीक है, तो एक काम करते हैं, I'll be only explaining English. Okay, ठीक है. No issues. सर प्लीज हिंदी में समझाना. अरे बेफिक्र रहा हूँ सुनील, आप टेंशन मतलब सब चीज समझ आ जाएगी. यस, कोर्स फ्री है मिक्स. ठीक है, तो एक काम करते हैं, आई गो इन हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश एज वेल. ठीक है, जो कोई अगर चीज समझ ना आए हिंदी में या फिर इंग्लिश में, तो आई विल बी इंटरेक्टिंग विद यू एज वेल. तो चैट बॉक्स में जस्ट टाइप इट, मैं दोबारा से एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा. ठीक है. I guess most of you are comfortable with both the language, so yeah, let's get started and let's see how it goes, and similarly we'll adjust according to that. Okay, ठीक है. So let me just share my screen first of all, and let me and please confirm if it is visible or not, right? Yep. ठीक है, तो let me know if my screen is visible or not. First of all, कर रहे हैं start यार, कर रहे हैं. Let me just see and the student आप. ठीक है. And एक चीज और, मेरी आवाज ठीक आ रही है सबको? Am I clearly audible and visible as well? Don't worry, से दीपक, एकदम स्टार्ट बहुत ही बेसिक से स्टार्ट करेंगे, लाइक, क्योंकि यहाँ पे मोस्टली लोग दे आर वेरी बिगनर्स जिन्होंने आज तक जेएस नहीं करी है. तो डोंट वरी अबाउट इट, ये लेक्चर आप ही लोगों के लिए है, ताकि हम एकदम स्टार्टिंग से बेसिक से स्टार्ट करें और उसके बाद धीरे धीरे विल इंक्रीज द लेवल. ओके, चलो ठीक है. Now let's, without wasting our time, let's get started. Let me just open my Excel drawer. ठीक है, just a second. Right. Okay. ठीक है. Okay. Yes, Kevin. Yes, I work with Yarkish as well. Pro only English. Yeah, ठीक है. So I'll be explaining in Hindi as well as English. So don't worry, right? If you don't understand anything, do let me know. I'll repeat it again in English as well. Don't issues. तो ठीक है. So let's start the session, right? Let's start. And before that, so right. So first of all, I'll tell you it will be a 3-day session, right? 3-day session. And on the third day, right? So On first 2 days, we'll be covering the basics and the syntax of JavaScript and how it works basically, right? On the third day, we'll see some DOM manipulation. This is the most interesting part. I mean, these would be also interesting, but the DOM manipulation part would be the most interesting. And if you want to understand DOM manipulation clearly, right, you have to attend these 2 lectures very carefully. So अगर कोई चीज आपको समझ नहीं आती है DOM manipulation में, that will be because अगर आपने इन तीनों दोनों lectures में अच्छे से ध्यान नहीं दिया, right? तो आपको क्या करना है, जो आज का lecture और जो कल का lecture होगा, you have to pay a very detailed attention, बहुत ही ढंग से सुनना है. कोई भी issues हैं, कोई भी doubts हैं, chat box में लिखो, comment box में डालो, right? And I'll explain you as well. No issues. Okay. And on the third day, we'll do DOM manipulation and we'll do a good project, right? A project. Project कौन सा करेंगे, क्या करेंगे, that you will get to know in the upcoming days, right? And उसके बाद that bootcamp will be over and you'll be star in JS. Don't worry. ठीक है? Right. Sure, Mayat. Okay. I'll explain in English as well. Right? No issues. ठीक है. So let's get started, guys. Let's get started. So very basic, right? So let's just start the basic first. What is JavaScript exactly, right? Most of you have heard many things about JavaScript, like JavaScript is this, that, it's very complicated, right? It is used to make functional websites, dynamic web pages. But have you ever wondered, like, what is exactly JavaScript? And हम लोग JavaScript यूज क्यों करते हैं, क्यों क्यों वेबसाइट्स में जरूरी है कि यूजर, जैसे लेट्स सपोज अगर मैं किसी वेबसाइट पे जाऊं, लेट्स सपोज amazon.com, ठीक है, Amazon India, एंड अगर मैं इस वेबसाइट पे क्लिक करता हूँ यहाँ पे, ठीक है, तो क्या दिख रहा है मेरे को, लाइक अब तो जैसे हमने पिछले बूट कैम्प में कवर किया था, ये तो पूरा CSS और HTML ही बना बना है यहाँ पे, ये कार्ड्स वगैरह है यहाँ पे, लाइक हियर यू सी द nav bar सेक्शन, सर्च बटन, ठीक है, ये सब चीजें. बट हमें जावास्क्रिप्ट दिख कहाँ रही है पेज में, किसी ने कभी सोचा है जावास्क्रिप्ट कहाँ यूज हो रही है, कहाँ दिख रही है, क्या है जावास्क्रिप्ट, कुछ आइडिया है किसी को? एनीवन? Amir, so I'll let you know the project after some time, right? It's still under discussion, so most probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow we'll get to know. No issues. Yes. So how to make web pages interactive? Dekho, I'll tell you. So this part you already know, right? This is also only the thing is visible to you. This is solely HTML and CSS. But what if let's suppose I click here, and as soon as I click here, this left pane opens up, right? ये कैसे हो रहा है? How is my website getting known? How as a website I am getting to know that मैंने यहाँ पे click किया है, and इसको click करने के बाद, right, ये यहाँ पे विंडो ऐसा पेज ओपन हो रहा है. कैसे हो रहा है, ये क्यों हो रहा है? ये सब चीजें जो है, राइट, इंटरएक्टिविटी. एंड लेट्स सपोज मैंने इफ आई क्लिक हियर ऑन फायर टीवी, तो ये पेज ओपन हो गया. ये कैसे हुआ है? This is because you are making it interactive. What do you mean by interaction? Is that I am as a user, अगर आप इसी वेबसाइट को यूज कर रहे हो तो आप यहाँ पे क्लिक कर सकते हो, राइट? तो मैंने इस पे क्लिक किया तो इट इज इंटरैक्टिंग, इट हैज ओपन दिस पेज फॉर मी. And if I'm hovering, it is doing like this. So this is what I mean by interactive, right? Interactive. Again, if मैं यहाँ पे जाऊँ स्मार्ट कैमरास, राइट, देखो ये पेज खुल गया यहाँ पे स्मार्ट कैमरास का. तो ऐसे 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 होता है. इट इज यूज फॉर इंटरैक्शन ऑफ अ वेबसाइट, राइट? इंटरैक्शन. तो पहले लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड विद व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली जावास्क्रिप्ट, राइट? तो let me just increase the window size. ठीक है. So what is JavaScript? First, I'll say that JS is a programming language, right? Programming language, right? You guys, I think most of you are coming from C++ background, C background, so you might have heard about programming languages, right? What are programming languages? Anyone in the chat box, what do you mean by programming languages? क्या होती है प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस? JS एक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज है, मैंने भी बताया, राइट? बट असल में प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस होती क्या है, किसी को पता है, आइडिया है? प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस क्यों यूज, व्हाई डू वी से दैट JS and C++ is a programming language, right? Why do we say that? Anyone? Guys? Why do we say that JS is a programming language, or rather, what are programming languages? No, HTML, CSS are not programming language. Communication to computer, and yes, and Kevin, Angular is a programming language. Yep. Java, which converts human language to computer language. Yep, because of Node. Naveen, not because of Node. So I'll tell you the basic fund of programming language. Exactly. So she had said it right. She's Sunitra Mahapatra, right? Exactly what I meant by programming language. Communication instructed to a computer. Uh, yes, you can say that. Yep, 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 yep. Dart. So Dart कहाँ से आ गया यार? Dart. Yes, you can say that. We can do logical expressions. Yep, I can see most of you are on the right track, right? Karthik Kumar says we can do logical expressions. That is exactly what I meant. Hi Deepak. So I'll tell you what are exactly programming languages because most of you were there. So any language, right? Any language, I'll tell you any language for that matter. It not only JavaScript, any language. It can be C++, right? It can be C, it can be Java, it can be JavaScript or dot etc. Right? Any language which accepts. So I'll tell you what do I even mean by accept, right? Just do it like this. Yeah. So this is a programming language, and this what happens is this accepts. What does it accept? What does a programming language accepts? It accepts an input. What is an input, guys? I hope everyone knows what is an input, right? Here it accepts an input, right? After the input, it accepts an input. After that, what does it do? It will process, right? It will process it. Not this one. Yep. It will process it, right? What do you mean by process? What do you mean by process? Like, so let's suppose if I'm adding two numbers, I'm saying add a plus b. So this is the input that I'm giving. Add a and b. And how will it add? It will add a plus b. Let's suppose 2 plus 3, it's 5. So this is called as processing, right? It will process, and process होने के बाद, what will happen? It will give me the desired output. As simple as that. After processing, it will give me the output, right? It will give me the output. OUT output. As simple as that. So what is a programming language? It is a language that accepts any input, right? उसको process करेगा, process के बाद उसको output देगा. In general, this is exactly what programming language is. Nothing more than that, right? Interaction हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ेगा. It should accept any input. It should process it. Obviously, process तभी करेगा जब interact करेगा, right? So it comes all under the hood, right? Acceptance of input, processing of input, and the output given by the process compiler, right? So it's a basic example for those of you who are new. So let's suppose what do I mean by it? तो यहाँ पे let's suppose I tell not this one. Yeah. So let's suppose I'm having a number, right? Number एक मेरे पास number है. Number let's suppose a, and उसकी value I give it at 5. Similarly मेरे पास एक और number है. मेरे पास एक और number है जिसका value है 8. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे हो क्या रहा है? This is the acceptance path, right? So this number is being accepted by this variable a, right? So what are variables? If you don't know, don't worry about it. But for this part, just understand that this is accepting an input, right? ये a जो हमारा है, a is getting accepted as an input here. So जिसका value 5 है, right? Process में क्या होगा? So let's suppose अगर मैंने इसको बाद में बोला that if I quickly go here and I do add a plus b, ऑब्वियसली अब जो भी मेरा प्रोसेस हो रहा है, जो भी अरिथमेटिक ऑपरेशंस हो रहे हैं, लॉजिकल ऑपरेशंस हो रहे हैं, इंटरेक्शन हो रहा है यूजर से, all those things come under this process part, right? This process part. प्रोसेस होने के बाद what do I want? अब देखो मैंने इनपुट दिया है, अब जो कंप्यूटर प्रोसेस करेगा वो तो हो गया है, बट अब मुझे आउटपुट चाहिए ना यूजर से. अब आउटपुट मैं कैसे लूंगा? With the help, how do I take an output, right? Its output is also visible, should be visible to me, तभी मेरे को फायदा है उससे. अगर लैपटॉप या कंप्यूटर मेरा जो है मैं खुद ही प्रोसेस करके सब कुछ छोड़ देगा, मेरा फायदा क्या है इसको यूज करने का? I want, as a user, I want it to use, right? So I'll get an output here as well. So let's suppose इस केस में हमारा आउटपुट आ गया है 8, right? So this is what I mean by programming language: accepting any input, processing it, and giving the output as 8. Got it? Got it? So okay, let me giving a अच्छा ठीक है, right? संजय चौहान from formal language to communicate. Okay, input process. Yeah, exactly Satisha. Uh, Sir, my first and most important question is which framework is best, React or Angular to get job as a front end? Sir, please tell me. So Amir, so first of all, React and Angular, right? First of all, React is not a framework, right? I'll tell you only for Amir, right? React is not a framework. React is a library, right? React is a library. On the other hand, if you go with Angular, right? Angular is a framework, right? So I'll tell you the most basic differentiating factor. You know, as React is a library, right? So in order to use a library, right, you do not have any pre-process bundles. But in case of a framework, you have all the pre-process bundles. So इसमें क्या होगा? If you are using a library, right, only those things which you require, right, which you require to let's suppose you want to add a hook, you want to create a new hook. Let's suppose that uses the clock. So in React, you will have to import it separately because it is not there initially. But in case of a framework, right, in case of a framework, you do not have to import any clock. It is by default, all the packages are included in your framework. That is the most differentiating factor between a library and a framework, right? So it has its pros and cons, because in React, if you're using React, you have to import all the things that you have to use from outside source. But in case of framework, they're already within the framework itself. This is the advantage of Angular. But what happens is, let's suppose there are many things that you don't want in your project, right? So in that case, React is considered, because it is very lightweight. React is very lightweight. It's very light, lightweight language. It is heavier because this is heavier because uh, yep. So this is heavier because it contains unnecessary un in our in unnecessary unnecessary uh, files unnecessary files that might not be required, right? So this is the most and basic example that you see, right? So now the choice is up to you whether you want to use React and you want to use Angular. You have to decide which is best for you. But if you see the trend nowadays, most people are recommending React because, again, it is very lightweight and it's of very low production cost, I would say. That is the most important differentiating factor. So library and framework, so I think we should not get into that much of detail, but for now, just understand that in a library, you have to export all the things that you want to use from the outside source. But in case of a framework, all the things are already included. So let's suppose I want to use a very let's suppose an outside library that uses a clock. So if I were to use a React, if I want to implement a clock feature in React, I would have to use a hook that is outside, from the outside source, not included in my library. But in case if I use Angular में मुझे सारे frameworks already मिलेंगे, सारे जो hooks हैं, सारे जो files हैं मेरे को already मिलेंगी, and I just have to use them. That is the most common difference, right? उसकी वजह से होगा क्या? React will, because मैं सारे चीजें बाहर से export कर रहा हूँ, मेरे पास लाइब्रेरी बहुत ऑब्वियसली लाइट वेट होगी, बिकॉज क्योंकि जो मेरे को जो चीज यूज करनी है दैट इज फॉर कमिंग फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, राइट? जो मुझे चाहिए मैं बस वही इंपोर्ट करूंगा ऑब्वियसली. बट इन केस ऑफ फ्रेमवर्क, जो भी मैं चूज करूंगा, नहीं चूज करूंगा, मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ेगा. इट हैज टू बी देयर. तो इसमें क्या होगा, बहुत सारी अननेसेसरी जो फाइल्स होती हैं दैट इज आल्सो इंक्लूडेड इन योर प्रोजेक्ट, सो इट मेक्स इट वेरी हेवी वेट. So programming, so you don't worry about this. This was just Amir's out, so ignore this part. If you're not understanding, we'll come to that later on, React and things like that. For now, you can ignore it, right? So I hope I'm clear now. So let me just continue the session as well, because many people are getting confused, right? So ठीक है. So I hope everyone got now what do you mean by JavaScript. It is a programming language. What is a programming language? It accepts any input, processes it, and gives it a corresponding output. ठीक है? अरे आउटपुट यार ठीक है या 30 माय बैड, ठीक है, चलो ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड. द सेकंड नाउ वेयर इज जावास्क्रिप्ट यूज्ड, राइट? वेयर इज JavaScript used? So guys, can anyone let me know in the chat box where is JavaScript used? Okay, let me do the font as large. Is it okay now, Abhishek? Is it blurry? Blurry. Is it blurry, guys? Can anyone also let me know? Is it blurry? Okay, is it okay, right? ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. So where is JavaScript used, guys? JavaScript हम यूज कहाँ करते हैं? Because JavaScript हमने बहुत पढ़ लिया कि होता क्या है, प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज है, नहीं है, बट असल में यूज कहाँ हो रही है JavaScript? कहाँ यूज हो रही है? ब्राउजर. ठीक है केविन, ठीक है, ठीक है, राइट. सो आई कैन सी JS कैन बी यूज्ड एज बैक एंड फ्रंट एंड. परफेक्ट, ठीक है सर. थोड़ा फॉन्ट बड़ा कर दीजिए, जस्ट अ लिटिल बिट यार. इससे बड़ा करूंगा तो अब ठीक है क्या? आई थिंक ज्यादा बड़ा हो गया. कौन सा ठीक है? ये ठीक है, फिर ये ठीक है? इज इट फाइन और इज दिस फाइन? चलो ठीक. यस एग्जैक्टली. सो पहली चीज जावास्क्रिप्ट फर्स्ट इट इज यूज्ड इन वेब एप्लीकेशन, राइट? नॉट ओनली दैट, नॉट ओनली दैट, सेकंड वाला. चलो ठीक है, ठीक है. अगर किसी को फॉन्ट से दिक्कत है तो मेरे को चैट में एक्सप्लेन कर देना, लाइक इंक्रीज इट, राइट? ठीक है. आफ्टर वेब डेवलपमेंट इट आल्सो यूज्ड इन मोबाइल डेवलपमेंट. मोबाइल, you can also build mobile applications. After building mobile applications, what you can do? You can build games. Because बहुत सारे जो engines हमारे आजकल JS पे रन कर रहे हैं, you can build a standalone application, standalone application, right? And you can also build, let's suppose you want to, what's happening in front of eyes according to, yes, yes, interaction, yes. And you can also build IoT applications, IoT applications, right? And things like that. So this is the most important things that we build, right? Mobile development, web, games applications, I would say. Games application, standalone application, and IoT application. Also, it is also used in machine learning, right? Machine learning models जो हमारे होते हैं आजकल, machine learning we are used heavily dependent on JavaScript nowadays. Machine learning models, right? So ठीक है, got it. So where is JavaScript used, guys? बहुत ही I think इसको डाउट होना नहीं चाहिए इसमें, राइट? मोबाइल एप्लीकेशंस, गेम, स्टैंडर्ड एप्लीकेशन, IoT एप्लीकेशंस, ये सब में यूज होते हैं. करेक्ट. सर्वर साइड, यस, सर्वर साइड डेवलपमेंट it also used in server side as well as client side, तो वो भी डिस्कस करेंगे, राइट? सो द सेकंड पॉइंट इज व्हाई जावास्क्रिप्ट. हम जावास्क्रिप्ट यूज क्यों करते हैं? ठीक है, बनता क्या है वो तो ठीक है, बट क्यों हम कोई और चीज, लाइक वी कैन आल्सो यूज Django or Python, right? So why only JavaScript we can use? So that is also a very good question, right? So I'll tell you here why Java. Why JavaScript? Why JavaScript? Why do we use JavaScript? It is just to make a web page dynamic, right? Just to make a web page dynamic. So what do you mean by dynamic? What do you even mean by dynamic? So dynamic मतलब क्या होता है? जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया था, right? जैसे डायनामिक मतलब क्या है? आई एम एबल टू इंटरैक्ट. तो लेट्स सपोज मैं यहाँ पे हवर करता हूँ, आई सी दीज ऑप्शंस. ये कैसे आ रहे हैं मेरे को? these are coming with the help of dynamic web pages because it is dynamic in nature. I as a user can interact. Let's suppose I click on Amazon Pay. This page opens up. Why is it opening? Because it is dynamic in nature. This flight section, bus section, train, cars, bikes. How is it doing? Because it is dynamic in nature. If I want to add money, if I want to go to account settings, if I click here, I go to continue, I do the authentication, right? I do the validation because I send some information here, it will validate, and if it is registered, it will show me some output, right? So this is known as validation. Apart from dynamic web pages, I'll say that it is used for server side validations. Yes, ठीक है, पता लग गया। और कहाँ यूज करते हैं? वी यूज फॉर डॉम मैनिपुलेशन, डॉम मैनिपुलेशन, ठीक है। व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय डॉम मैनिपुलेशन? नहीं समझ आ रहा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट फॉर नाउ जस्ट फोकस, जस्ट make sure that you understand what I am explaining right now here, right? Making dynamic pages. It is used for server side validations. DOM manipulation, those of you understand, don't worry about it, ये आगे cover होगा classes में. And इसके बाद the last point where it is used is client side validation. Client side validations, ठीक है। So and also काफी और भी basic एग्जांपल्स हैं जिसमें मैं नहीं जा रहा हूँ। आई एम जस्ट कवरिंग द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एंड मोस्ट वाइडली यूज्ड जावास्क्रिप्ट एंड दैट्स इट, राइट? ठीक है, तो समझ आ गया व्हाई डू वी यूज जावास्क्रिप्ट? सो एनी डाउट्स टिल नाउ? So what have we covered? I'll tell you. We have covered what is JavaScript, right? Programming languages. What are programming languages? Where it is used, on which places it is used, and why do we use it? Any doubts still? Any doubts still here? I'm open to the chat box, guys. Any doubts still here? किसी को डाउट है यहाँ तक? All clear, Dilip, all clear. Anyone else? Any doubts? Any sort of doubts regarding anything? All clear, Abhishek. Okay. Shrinthi, no doubts. Utpal, no doubts. Ram Vat had you. Yeah, so gamer uploader, this is just a basic lecture, I would say. So if you attend this lecture, like we'll go from the initial phase and we'll go to the most advanced phase as possible, right? So it will help you. Okay, so someone is asking a very good question. So validation mean क्या होता है? So validation मतलब क्या होगा? देखो, let's suppose if I have a form, right? So this is an input form. Or let me go to Facebook. Let me go to facebook.com. Facebook login. ठीक है? So I am here at this page, right? I'm here at this page. चलो ठीक है, एक second. Let me go to Instagram. Let's suppose Instagram. And if I try to log in, ठीक है, login Instagram आ गया. अब यहाँ पे क्या होगा, right? This is my, let's suppose if I switch account and this is something which I as a user want to enter. So let's suppose I enter abc@gmail.com and here I enter some password, right? Password, let's suppose Ritik@abc, ठीक है। अब मैं as a user that how should I make sure कि मुझे किसको allow access देना है नहीं, ये मैं कैसे make sure करूंगा? That is done with the help of JavaScript because it is validating. क्या ये check करेगा क्या ये मेरा user इस password से registered है? If it is registered, then only I'll show the login page. Otherwise, I won't. And how would you achieve it? You would achieve it by using JavaScript because it is making it interactive with the user and functional as well. How is it making functional? Because I as a user and I as a developer, sorry, know whom to make access to what or not. अगर मैं सबको एक्सेस दे दूंगा सबका अकाउंट तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी, राइट? आप नहीं चाहते कि मैं आपका इंस्टाग्राम यूज करूं, मैं नहीं चाह रहा कि मैं आपका इंस्टाग्राम यूज करूं, और फॉर ऑब्वियस रीजंस, राइट? प्राइवेसी. तो हाउ डू आई मेक श्योर, हाउ डू आई वैलिडेट थिंग्स कि ये सही यूजर नेम है, ये गलत यूजर नेम है? दैट इज डन विद द हेल्प ऑफ वैलिडेशंस. दिस इज व्हाट आई मीन बाय वैलिडेशंस. गॉट इट? हु वाज is doubt? Sunil Kumar, got it? Got it, Sunil Kumar? What do you mean by validations, interaction and things like that? ठीक है, so let me come to more doubts. Can JS working with databases? Obviously nothing. So because if you are doing server side validation, you need databases right there. So it goes hand to hand. Sir, do we need DSA in web development? Amir, I would say yes. Why yes? Because DSA में होगा क्या? DSA will help you in building your problem skills, right? Problem solving skills. And a good developer is a developer who is a very good problem solver because if I am a software developer, right, I need to understand the user's problem कि क्या दिक्कत आ रही है. Let's suppose मेरे कोड में bug आ गया, right? How do I solve that bug? How do I work? How do I get it? How do I solve it and get things going on the right track? That will help me. That will be done if I'm a very good problem solver. And मैं problem solver कैसे बनूंगा? How will I be a good problem solver if I'm good with my data structures part? This is not necessary, but it is recommended. If you are coming from a DSA background, you will understand things very easily and you'll be a very good developer. It's not necessary, but it is I would say important. Sir, React में ही HTML CSS सब होता है. So React is a different thing altogether. Don't worry about React. हम लोग वो भी cover करेंगे. But for now, yeah, React is a library which is used for making front-end applications. That's it, I would say for now. Can we use Java? No, 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 no. अच्छा, बहुत ही एक basic common question, right? Java versus JavaScript. Java versus JavaScript. क्या होता है Java versus JavaScript? काफी लोग I've seen getting them confused, right? They don't know the difference between Java and JavaScript. Believe me, Java and JavaScript are are poles apart, right? दोनों का एक अपना अलग काम है, दोनों अपनी चीजें पे काम कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? तो दोनों सेम नहीं है. जस्ट बिकॉज इनका नाम सेम है, don't doesn't mean that इनका काम भी सेम है. They are very different, very very different. Don't get confused. Java is a whole different language. JavaScript is a whole different language. You cannot make applications using Java. Right? You can use Spring Boot for backend part, but you cannot make front-end applications using Java. Whereas JavaScript is used for making front-end applications. Got it, Infotech? Okay. Validation from where? Information. Yes, information from the store. Yes. So information is stored in the databases, Karan. Okay. So please explain whether is number. So please tell how to check whether entered value is number or not. So for that, Balaji, there is a thing called in JavaScript that is a type of, right? Type of. So type of में क्या होता है? For those of you who don't know, just ignore it. Type of, if you give a type of, let's suppose I have a variable, बस एक variable है, where a equals to 10, and if I give type of a, यहाँ पे if I give type of a, so this will turn me a number. So for that purpose, I can just check it if it is a number or not. That's how I do it, right? That's how I do it. So let's do it for now. Let's don't make others confused, right? Okay, ठीक है. Can I become a full stack developer by learning front end? Yes, you can. Definitely you can. But I would suggest you, if you are doing front end JavaScript, you can try Node.js for backend, because they both go hand in hand. Not Java. You can do it with Java as well, but I would say it is better if you do it with Node as well, because so DSC can do with DSC can do with Java. Call me Footy. DOM is document object model manipulation, right? So we'll cover it in the next part. Anyways, so let's get going, guys. Let's get to the other part, right? Let's get to the part. So now, how do we run JavaScript, right? How do we run JavaScript? Okay. So उसके लिए first you need to install a Node.js. So how do you install Node.js? Quickly do one thing. Just open a new tab. Click on Node.js download. Windows, if you have Windows, right? Yes, Utpal. I'm going to next part. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे you click on this link. ठीक है. Click here. Download Node.js. And simply, you don't have to do anything. Just click on this file. Just check if your laptop or desktop is 32-bit or 64-bit. I think most of the audience here would be having 64-bit. And after that, if install it. So I already have it installed, so I'm not installing it again. But you can install it from this part as well. If you are a Mac user, go for this file. Go for this file. And if you're using Linux, then go for this file. ठीक है, ठीक है, got it. And after installing node, what do you have to do? So let's suppose you click here, your download will start. So I've already downloaded it, I won't download it again, it is cancelled from here. After installing node, you have to do one thing. You have to check, you have to just right click on your home screen, click open with terminal. After clicking open with terminal, you have to press node -v. Okay, after pressing node -v, press enter, and here you will see your version of node. So in my case, it is version 16.15.0, right? And if your node is not installed, you'll get some error. If you, let's suppose your node is not installed, you will get some error like this, that it does not exist or things like that, right? But if you have your node installed, you will get the version. So this is how you will make sure that Node.js is installed in your browser or not. Okay. So what did I do? I just went over to this website Node.js, just quickly downloaded it from here. After downloading it, click on this part, open the terminal. After that, click here node-v. This, you'll see it like here, right? So Node.js, and but why is Node.js used? To run JavaScript code. You can also run JavaScript code on your console. Okay, console se bhi we can also run. JavaScript code on console. Okay, I'll tell you how we can run it on console, but for now we'll be using Node.js. This part. Okay, everyone got it? How do we install Node.js, right? बहुत ही आसान है, simply website पे जाके download करना है, that's it. ठीक है. Now if I come here, right? This is my VS Code. And I make a new folder. By the way, the extension for saving JavaScript file is .js. So let's suppose I give it a name of script.js. I have it here now, script.js. Okay. And isme, if I go here, click on terminal, new terminal. So this thing will open up in the bottom of my screen, like something like this. Okay, that's something like this. We can also run JavaScript using external. You can run it, but for that you also need Node. Node के बिना आप JavaScript run नहीं कर सकते. Either you do it on your console. जब आप script tile लिखोगे, script tile तो console में run होगा, right? Either you can do it on console or you can do it on JS, on Node.js. Yes. So for running, that's what I'm telling you. For running JavaScript on your Visual Studio Code, you have to install Node.js. जैसे मैंने बताया था ना भी, you have to install Node.js. Go on to this website, download this Node.js file, and just install it in your machines, on your machines. After this, go here, come here, and just type nothing, just type node and the name of your file, script. After, as soon as you click this, your JavaScript code will start running. Got it? Clear है सबको how to we run JavaScript code in your VS Code? Download Node.js, install it, and just type node-v to get the version. That's it. It is that simple. ठीक है? Got it, everyone? Shall we move ahead? ठीक है. Right. So now let's go in. Right. So let's start now, guys. What are variables? Let's start with variables. Anyone? What are variables? Those of you who are coming from different backgrounds, C++ backgrounds, I think must be knowing what are variables. Come on, guys, in the chat box. What do you mean by variables? Yes, Balaji. Yes. So, what do you mean by variables? Anyone in the chat box? Any has got any idea what do you mean by? Containers holding information. Yes. Memory location. Yes. Yes, Sunil, you are also right. Var let const. Yes, yes, yes. But for now, I'm just asking what are variables, not the difference. Identifiers, storage. Okay. 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 Yes. In JavaScript. Yes. So I'll tell you what are variables, right? So variables are nothing but variables are containers. CONTAIN containers, right? What are containers? So let's suppose यहाँ पे I have this box, right? And this box has some value. This box has some value of 8. So how do I store it? And where do I store it? Where do I store it? This is done with the help of variables. Because if I'm storing something, if I'm, let's suppose you आप चाय पी रहे हो, आप चाय को कहीं पे store कर रहे हो, right? So what is the storage that you have? That is a cup or that is a glass. So in this case also, if you are storing some numbers, you need something to store, and that storage device, that storage is called, they are called as variables, right? Storage, or I would say containers. So if anyone asks you what are variables, instead of just giving a very blunt information that they are just storing things and falana timkana, just tell them that they are just containers, or they are just storage, I would say, not storage. They just use for storage, and they are just containers that hold the values of variables, that hold values, that's it. Okay, that hold values. Okay, the next thing is, how do you create variables in JavaScript? Next thing is how to create variables in JavaScript. It is very simple, right? It is very simple. What you do is you just type var. After var, whatever variable in that you want to give, after that the value equals to ABC. That's it. So for example, let's suppose I have var city equals to New Delhi. That's it. This is, I have declared a variable. And what is happening in this case? I have a container, right? I have a container like this. It has a value called city, and this city has a value called New Delhi. Now this piece of this, now this storage device, right? This storage device, this is a variable. This whole is treated as a single variable, because it is storing a value, right? It is storing some information, that I have a variable called city whose value is New Delhi, right? This is what we call as a variable. And what is it doing? It is playing a role of a container. Role of a container. CONTAINER, container. This is a variable. Okay, got it. So now quickly let's jump to code. Okay, so I told you how do you declare variable. How do you declare variable? First of all, to declare a variable, you just have to do nothing. You just have to type a keyword called var and a, any name you can give it, and this is you have declared a variable. So this part is declaring, DECLARI, declaring a variable. Just like in C++ or C, you do int a equals to this, int b equals to this, right? In JavaScript, you only have a var. You have a let and const as well, so I don't want to touch that for now. But for now, you only have to make sure that there's a variable which is declared by a keyword called var, and whatever name you give has been assigned to that variable. That's it. Got it? After that, this is assigning part. Let's suppose I give it any value. Let's suppose I give it a equals to 10. Right? So now what has happened, right? So what is happening? I have made a variable. I have declared it, and here I'm assigning any value to it. So here is the assigning part. Yes, assigning a value to a variable, variable. Okay, and now if I run it, how do I run it? How do I run my code? How do I run my JavaScript and code, VS Code? I just type node, the name of my file, that is script, and I press enter, right? And my JavaScript code has run. After this, if I want to print anything in my console or in my browser, I use a keyword called as console. If I do console.log value of a, right, it will give me the print out. So what I just said, like I said, how to print values in JavaScript. For that, we simply use console.log, and here you type the name of variable that you want to print. Okay, let's see an example. So what I have done is I've declared a variable var a, I've given it a value of 10, and here I am consoling it. I just quickly type node script, and once I press enter, so as you can see, I have got the value here in my console, in my terminal. Got it? Got it? Balaji, yes. How to add JS file with HTML page? I'll be coming to that. Don't worry. But for now, just make sure that all these things are clear. How to declare a variable, assigning a variable, and printing a variable. Anyone? Any doubts still here? Any doubts till this part? Are variables clear? Shall we move ahead? Or if you have any doubts, do let me know. I'm just reading the comment box. डाउट है किसी को जावास्क्रिप्ट कंसोल से रिलेटेड, वेरिएबल से रिलेटेड? बताओ मेरे को अभी. एनीवन? Got it. Okay, Dilip got it. Nitish, yes sir, got it. Karthik, yes. Anyone else? Anyone else, guys? Is it clear? Do let me know yes or no in the chat box. No, all clear. No sir. Okay. Can you please zoom your screen? Okay. Is it fine now? What are data types? Karan, we'll be covering data types. Please be patient. Please be patient. सब चीज cover करेंगे. नहीं सुनील. So in JS you only use console.log. printf वो सब वगैरह C और C++ में था, cout and printf. But in JS आप सिर्फ console.log print करते हो. That's it. That's it. That's it. ठीक है. राखी clear. सनिका yes. Okay. नरेंद्र clear. Okay. Clear. ठीक है. After this part, after the variables part, now what should we do, right? So now we have seen what is JavaScript, why is it used, where it is used, why do we use it, what do you mean by declaration, what do you mean by assigning. All things are clear. Now after this, the most important concept that comes to here is data types, right? All clear sir? No doubt. Great Kalyan, great. Right. Just give me a second. Okay. Now let's move ahead, right? Let's move ahead. After that, we'll be covering data types. I think you guys are getting very great at this, right? So please just be patient, and just if you guys focus on these 3 bootcamps, right? So I, as a developer, I can guarantee that if you pay attention these 3 days, trust me, आपका confidence level यहाँ से JS में यहाँ तक हो जाएगा. You have to make sure that you're just listening carefully and just giving very attention to details on your skills. If you pay very attention to details on your skills, right? If you get your doubts clearing from the initial phase itself, trust me guys, JS बहुत ही आसान है. जब लोगों ने जो बना रखा है ना JS को कि बहुत मुश्किल है, होता नहीं है, बहुत लेंथी है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It's just a matter of practice and getting all the things clear from the initial level. If you build your base right, तब बेस अच्छा बनेगा तो obviously जब ऊपर जाओगे फाउंडेशन की तरफ और एक्सपीरियंस एक्सपर्टीज की तरफ, चीजें ऑटोमेटिकली क्लियर होती चली जाएंगी. In for short, you can write document dot write, but for now we have not covered DOM modulation. That's why I'm not covering it. I don't want to make others confused, and that is also very not commonly used. That's why I'm just focusing on console right now. Iske baad, when we come to DOM manipulation, I'll explain those as well. Don't worry, just be patient and just focus on things what I'm doing now instead of just going and rushing through the syllabus, right? Yes, Dilip, yes, absolutely right. Okay. After that, now we'll be covering data types. Data types. And in data types, we'll be covering mostly 3 data types. First one is a number. Second one is what? It's a string. Third one is your Boolean value. Okay. Before that, I would say, what do you mean by data types? What are data types? Okay. Anyone has got any idea what are data types in JavaScript? We have, I think you guys are coming from C, C++, so wahan bhi the idea is same, but in general, what are data types? Anyone? Okay, Sumit. Yeah. Anyone? What do you mean by data types? Naveen, okay, I'll explain that. Don't worry. Just first let me explain data types. After that, we'll jump to primitives as well. Primitives and non-primitives. Numeric. Okay. Okay. So they are nothing. They just tell you the type of your data. That's it. And there are mainly 3 types of it, and that is this. You have 3 types, that is number, string, and boolean. Okay. So let me come here to my VS console. OP, yes. So there are null undefined, but for now we'll be only covering string, number, and boolean. That's it. So that we make it very slow and make it very easier for others to understand as well. Okay. Okay. So let's suppose let me first come to a number data type. Number data type. So what is the number data type? Again, it's nothing. It's very simple. It's declare a variable. How do you declare a variable? I told you, right? You give a keyword called val. You type the name of a variable. Let's suppose var number equals to 10. Okay, this is what I have declared. Declaration step. And now assigning part, NUMER number equals to 10. This is the assigning part. And now I need to console it. How do I console? I use console dot log NUMER, right? So in this case, let me comment this one out. Let me comment this whole code. Let me just run my server. I hope everyone knows how to now run your JavaScript code. You type node, type the name of your file, just press enter. As you can see, you have got a value of 10. If I do it 100, let's suppose. If I do this, you get a value of 100 here. This is what we mean by a number data type, right? After that, let's come to a string data type. Var str equals to, let's suppose, ABC. Remember, if you want to make a data type string, you have to enclose it either in a single quote or in a double quote, right? Either you do it like this. Either you do it like this, or the second way is var str1 equals to, you do it like EFG, you do it like this. But make sure if you're opening it with a single quotation mark, single inverted comma, you have to close it with the single inverted comma as well, right? But if you are enclosing it double inverted comma, you have to close it with double inverted comma as well. आप ऐसे नहीं कर सकते. Let's suppose अगर मैं ऐसे कर रहा हूँ, where string 3 equals to, I'm starting with the single, where str3 equals to, I'm starting with the single quotation, let's suppose my name, and I'm ending it with a double quotation. मैं इसको ऐसे नहीं कर सकता. इधर मैं या तो सिंगल से ही स्टार्ट करूंगा खत्म करूंगा, या तो मैं डबल से ही स्टार्ट करूंगा और खत्म करूंगा. मैं सिंगल से स्टार्ट करके डबल से खत्म नहीं कर सकता. दिस विल नाउ थ्रो मी एन एरर लाइक दिस. ठीक है, गॉट इट. Yes, you can also assign it directly. So who's that? Yeah, so Shrinti is saying, can you directly do it like this? So instead of this, when I did like var a equals to 10 and declaring it separately and assigning it separately, you can also do it in a single line also, var a equals to 10. So in this, what is happening? You are declaring it and you're assigning it on a single line. You can do it like this as well, right? But I would suggest, agar aap starting wale phase mein ho, to you must, first know what is declaration and what is assigning. So that I told you how to declare it and things like that, right? But if you want, you can do it like this as well, no issues. ठीक है, got it. अब let's see the output. How does it come? Console dot log str console dot log str1. ठीक है, let me comment this part out now, right? Run करें Node.js script and again here I get abc and efg. ठीक है. अच्छा, एक और शॉर्टकट है. अगर आपको दो चीजें एक से ज्यादा चीजें प्रिंट करनी है, तो यू कैन डायरेक्टली डू इट लाइक दिस, str str1. यहाँ पे also you'll get the same output. Either now instead of using two lines, you're just using a single line, and you get the same output like this. But this time you get the output in a single line, not one below each other. Got it? Got it? Yeah. So in JavaScript there is no int for int. For numbers, you use a keyword called number, right? There's no integer in that. Why do you use different symbol? That is this is for data type. So it's totally up to you. See, I would say दीपक कुमार, देखो, या तो आप कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, एक ही चीज है, या तो आप सिंगल से स्टार्ट करो या डबल से स्टार्ट करो. बट डिफरेंस इतना है, अगर आप इसको सिंगल से स्टार्ट कर रहे हो, राइट, तो आपको उसको क्लोज भी सिंगल से करना पड़ेगा. उल्टा ऊपर नीचे आप नहीं कर सकते उसको. ठीक है. Now the third data type that we have is a Boolean data type. Right. Utpal, here I am going slow because most of the audience are from very niche. I would say not niche, but they are very beginners. So that's why I'm going very slow, right? Please cope up. But जिसको भी I'm just trying to make a flow of the lecture. After that, we can just catch up things and do things like very fast. Okay. Out of that, we have a Boolean data type, right? Boolean. What does it do? It shows Boolean. What are Boolean? It's either true or false. So let's suppose var z equals to true and var c equals to false, right? So in this case, it's a Boolean data type. And if I go on and print this one, console.log z comma c, right? Go here, quickly do this, and here I get true and false as my answer. Got it, everyone? So semicolon is optional, right? In JavaScript, semicolon is optional, just like आपके बाकी languages में it is very compulsory and it will give you an error. But in case of JavaScript, it is very optional. But it is recommended that you use semicolons at each and every line of your code so that it looks very clean and very neat. That's it. But it is optional. It'll not throw in any error. It is not must. Right? So JavaScript is case sensitive or not? Okay, very good question. Okay, let's try. Let's suppose in case of var I do var, and let's suppose a equals to 10. So it is not giving me the correct output. What does it make? What does it give reference? That JavaScript is no is case sensitive language, right? For obvious reason, because it is not giving the desired output. Flow data type. So no. In there's nothing called as flow data type in JavaScript, but if you do it like this, where a equals to 10 point something something something, so it will be treated as a number itself, right? In JS, it will give you the desired output, right? Got it? Okay. So all these things, right? A number, string, and boolean, they come under the category of primitive data types. Primitive data types, right? What is a primitive data type? It's nothing. It's just that pin number 8. Its structure cannot be changed, right? After this one, we have something called as non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data type. What are non-primitive data types? It's the opposite, whose structure structure can be changed. Okay. Examples are, in this case, let's suppose arrays, you have objects, okay, and also you have maps. Okay, got the difference between primitive data types and non-primitive data types, and also examples of this. So इस examples हम लोग बाद में करेंगे once I tell you what are objects, what are arrays. But for now, you just have to know this, that there are two types of data types. There are primitive, including number, string, and boolean. There are non-primitives, including arrays, objects, and maps. Got it? Right. Now we'll be coming to how do you add. Any doubts still here, guys? Let me know. I'm just seeing the chat box as well. Naveen, I do not mean by memory location. I just meant that structure as in. So let's suppose if you have an array, right? In array, what do? You store some information, right? And that information can, the structure of that information can be changed. You can store, let's suppose you on one index you are storing a number. On second index in JS you can store a string, and third you can store an object. That is called a structure. It can be changed. But in case of variable, let's suppose you have declared a variable of 10. Now after declaring a variable, you cannot add a string to it, right? You cannot have where a equals to 10 comma string abc and things like that. That is what I meant by non-primitive and primitive. However, I will also be covering in depth about this once some of the topics are also clear. But for now, just be thorough that in primitive, structure can be changed. In non-primitive, structure cannot be changed. That's it. Right. Now, the second part is now the most interesting part. How do you add script to your JS file? Right. For that, you simply head over to your JS file. First of all, let's make index.html file as well. Index.html. Right. Okay. ठीक है. Now after making index or HTML, let's make boilerplate. I hope everyone knows how to make a boilerplate by now, right? And here you use a script tag, script src, and here you give the name of your file that you want to link. That is, in this case, it is script.js. ठीक है. Make sure to only add the script tag in the body section. Body section because you want your DOM elements to be loaded after your HTML file has been loaded. ठीक है. But if you want to add it here as well, ठीक है, you have to use a keyword called as defer. ठीक है. So what do I mean by this? Let me just go here and quickly copy. So if I do this, right, if I do this, I have this one. So I'll say if you want to add JS in body section, that is body section, you use a keyword called as defer. Use defer like this, right? But if you want to add it here, that is, sorry, not in the, this is in the head section. This is in the head section. But if you want to add it in the body section, you just use it simply without using any defer keyword. But if you want to add it in body section, simply use, what do you use? You just simply use this excluding the defer keyword. You don't use defer here. Okay. Got it. So got it, everyone. How do you link it? How do you link it? Either the first, this is the first way. This is the first way, I would say. And this is the second way, by using, this is the second way, by not using defer keyword. Right? What defer does? So defer is, see, Navin, Utpal, defer is nothing. Defer just means simply loading your files after your DOM element has been loaded. So it is same as including it here as well. By defer, it is signifying that this line, right, this line will be executed after your body, after your head lines have been executed. So if I go to Google, if I just type the defer meaning, it will say to leave something until a later time. Yes, Utpal. Defer will load it at a later time. So होगा क्या, देखो, at any cost जो हमारी JavaScript की फाइल है वो हमारे हमेशा HTML के बाद लोड होनी है, राइट? फर्स्ट वे क्या है कि आप डेफर कीवर्ड डाल दो जिससे JavaScript को पता है कि यहाँ पे डेफर लिखा हुआ है, राइट? इसका मतलब ये है कि फाइल हमेशा लास्ट में ही लोड होगी, विदाउट गिविंग रेफरेंस, दैट विदाउट इवन कि आप उसको ऊपर लिखो नीचे लो, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. बट होगा क्या, आप डेफर कीवर्ड डालोगे तो नीचे लोड हो जाएगी. बट अगर आपको डेफर कीवर्ड नहीं डालना है तो आप सिंपली इसको यहाँ पे लोड कर दो बॉडी में, as simple as that. Placement of script tag does not matter. You can place it anywhere in the body tag, but it should be inside the body tag. That's it. Got it? Yes, it will be loaded later. Got it, everyone? Shall we move ahead? Everything clear? How do you link it? How do you link your JavaScript in your HTML file? Got it? Can I have yes or no in the chat box? At least yes, if it is clear, or if it is not. Yes, I can see Dilip has got it cleared. Yes, Dilip, Karan, Tola, Renuka, Nihar. Yes, yes. Kishti, Rakhi, okay, great, I can see great response. Sunil Kumar, okay, yes. Upal got it, clear. Asim Navin, clear. Max Finip, OP, clear. Asim Sheikh, got it. Okay, Kevin, validation होगा अभी नहीं because for that you also need some concepts that you have to do it, but for now just focus on the things that I am teaching. बता Bandam, clear. Sabirnath, okay, ठीक है. I think most of you have got the linking part, right? After linking part, what I'm thinking is, let's suppose there's also a concept. I'll tell you. So, right. So, what do I mean by this? What is loosely typed language? Anyone? Anyone in the chat box can tell me what do you mean by a loosely typed language? This is very important in terms of JavaScript. I'm telling you. Yes. What is a loosely typed language? Anyone? Anyone has got any idea what do you mean by loosely typed language? For a hint, I'll tell you that JS is a loosely typed language. JS is a loosely typed language. Whereas एक और hint दे रहा हूँ. Whereas Java / C++ are not. चलो आप बताओ. What do you mean by loosely typed idea? No idea. No idea. Okay. Anyone has got any idea? Even a piece of hint. What do you mean by loosely typed language? अच्छा एक चीज. अच्छा. Let me just tell you. ठीक है. So you might have noticed, right? You might have noticed. जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे, if I go to script.js, if I comment this whole part out, and let's suppose मैंने यहाँ पे var a equals to 10 कर दिया, var b equals to let's suppose a c x कर दिया, और var c equals to मैंने let's suppose 2 कर दिया. ठीक है, ट्रू कर दिया. ठीक है. Yes, Dilip, exactly what I meant. I think Dilip has got the most perfect answer here. Yep, I'm so Sunil. Okay, I'm Sunil. So ठीक है. So I'll tell you. So let's suppose this is a data type, right? This var is a data type, as I told you the previous just some time before. This is also a data type, and this is also a data type. So आप यहाँ पे हो क्या रहा है, ठीक है? अगर मैं यहाँ पे नंबर असाइन कर रहा हूँ, तो इसमें ऑटोमेटिकली नंबर जा रहा है. अगर मैं यहाँ पे स्ट्रिंग असाइन कर रहा हूँ, दिस इज स्ट्रिंग, तो इस बी के अंदर स्ट्रिंग जा रहा है. अगर मैं यहाँ पे बूलियन असाइन कर रहा हूँ, तो इस सी के अंदर बूलियन जा रहा है. ठीक है. तो हो क्या रहा है? Whatever value I give to my variable, it is storing that value. But C or C++ में क्या हो रहा था? You have to specify whether you are using int, whether you are using character, whether you are using double or float. But in case of JavaScript, as it is a loosely typed language, you don't need to take care of the data types. It will automatically be stored and be configured with the corresponding data type that you give. So let's suppose I'll explain you. JavaScript is a loosely loosely typed language. ठीक है. इसका मतलब ये क्या है कि whatever values that I assign in my variables, whatever values we assign to our variables, they take up that values automatically. Yes, Karan, you can update as well. So let's suppose here I have var equals to 10. If I give var equals to 20, you can do it. ठीक है. Got it? What do you mean by loosely typed languages? Loosely typed language, and obviously JavaScript is a loosely typed language. So now if I go here, if I do node script, and first of all, let me just print as well, console.log A, I'm printing B, and I'm printing C. And if I do node.script, so here I got 20, the value of A. Again, to Karan, to make your doubt more clear, so it is being reassigned. Earlier it was 10, now it is 20. I got B, that is my string, this value, and I got C, that is my Boolean type, that is true in this case. Okay, so that is what I meant by a loosely scripting language, loosely typed language. Okay, so okay, because we don't have to write JavaScript code in RR. I didn't get it out exactly. Can you please come again? Yes, Udit. No need to define their type. They can understand by itself. Yes, 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 yes. Python is also loosely type. I think Python. Yeah, Python is also loosely type. Yes, Narendra, you are right. Okay, got it. What do you mean by loosely type language? Again, JavaScript is a loosely. Tell me, JavaScript is a loosely type language or a tightly typed language? Tell me, JavaScript is a loosely typed language or a tightly typed language? Yes, yes, I can do that. I can do that as well. I can declare it as a string, and I can redeclare it as a number again. Yes, loosely typed. Loosely typed. Srishti, yes. Right. Loosely typed Sunil. Okay. Yes. Okay. So any doubts so far? Any doubts so far apart from this? We have what we have covered so far. Now it's time to come to if else statement. Loosely typed, loosely typed. Okay. ठीक है. Right. Now let's come to a very easy topic, very simple topic, I would say. That's what I'm covering it in today's class. That is if else statement. Right. Very easy, very easy. So what will what is happening? What will happen here is, let me just come and directly show you with the help of example. So okay. So let's suppose I declare a variable, right? I declare a variable. Let's suppose var a equals to 20, and simply I'm declaring another variable. Let's see, var b equals to 30. Okay, I've declared two variables. Now I want to check whether my 20, the value that is there in variable a, if it is greater than the value that is there in variable b or not. Okay, so how do I do that? How do I do that? For that, we use we use something that is called if else statement. I think बाकी languages में there's also there. Okay, if else statement. Okay, so what I have to do here is I just have to mention that if you do it like this: if a less than b, console.log a is less than b. Okay, else if a is not less than b, console.log b is less than a. Okay, so what is happening? I'll just quickly copy this code. I'll come here and I'll paste it here. Okay, if else statement. Okay, so यहाँ पे what is happening? First, I'll check. Copy this as well. Yeah. So first I'll check. I have these two variables, right? First I'll check if my a value is less than b, right? If it is less than b, I'll enter this. If it is less than b, I'll just enter this statement. like this. Yeah. So I'll just enter this statement, this piece of statement, right? If not, it'll just check if it is less than b, then it'll print this, or if it is not less than b, it will just print this, right? Similarly, what you have if else, right? If else, या तो मैं ये करूंगा या तो मैं ये करूंगा, मेरे पास दो ही ऑप्शंस है, या तो मेरी वैल्यू बड़ी होगी या छोटी होगी. So in this case, I'll just print this. Okay, so let me just run it. So it is saying that a is less than b. What is happening? It checked that कि मेरा a छोटा है b से छोटा है, तो यहाँ पे आया and उसने टाइप कर दिया a is less than. That's it. That's it. That is what I meant by if else statement. It is yes, sir. It is. Sir, the loops and if else statements are also there in Java. Yes, 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 there are there. You have loops and if else statement Java as well. It is just that JavaScript, JavaScript also there are there, so that's why we are covering it. Okay. After that, we have arithmetic operators. After that, we have arithmetic operators. Operators. ठीक है, बहुत ही simple topic है. ठीक है, the last topic for today and the most easiest topic for today, arithmetic operators. What are arithmetic operators? Operators. ठीक है, तो first one is arithmetic operators. ठीक है, इसमें क्या क्या इंक्लूड होता है? इसमें you have an equal to sign. ठीक है, after that you have plus equal to, you have minus equal to, and you have division, you have modulo, you have after that yep, you have increment, increment, and you have decrement, right? So these all operations come under arithmetic operations. Very simple. So pehla, let's suppose we have declaring a variable var a equals to 10. Var a equals to 10. Okay. So what is this doing? It is assigning this value to this variable, right? This is what I meant by equal to operator. Yeah, this we have already done. Now, this is an example of equal to operator. After that, let's suppose we have a variable p that is 20, that is again 11, and I do p plus equal to 1. So in this case, it is incrementing the value by 1. This is an example of plus equal to operator, right? Similarly, I have a variable c which is equal to 12, and I do c minus equal to 1, right? By the way, this is same as b equals to b plus 1, like this. It is same as this, and this is also same as c equals to c minus 1. This is also same as c equal to c minus 1. Okay. After that, we have a division. Again, division is also very simple. Let's suppose I have var abc हो गया ना, d equals to 20 10 by 2. This is the division operation. Again, guys, it is very simple, so that's why I'm covering it in a very pace, in a very fast manner. If you have any doubts, do let me know. I'll explain it as well. Okay. Similarly, we have variable e, which is a modulo sign. So this will give the remainder. Remainder कैसे देगा? Let's suppose I have 10 modulo 2, right? So this is a modulo. again. So this will give me the this will give me the remainder. It gives remainder. Okay. After that we have increment operator. इंक्रीमेंट में कुछ नहीं है, बहुत सिंपल है. जैसे पुट स्क्वायर f equals to 10 or let's suppose 100 and I do 100 plus plus. This is same as f sorry, not 100 plus plus, f plus plus. Okay, this is same as f equals to f plus 1. But if you want to write it in a short format, you can also do it like this: f equals to f plus plus. So this was the increment operator. And now we have var g equals to 200, and this is a decrement operator. And if I do g minus minus, this will be a decrement operator. ठीक है? Got it? Got it, everyone? Are the operators part clear? It is very simple, right? This is the signing part. This is the plus equal to operator. It is adding the values here. This is a minus equal to operator. It is decreasing the value by the number what we have. This will give you the remainder. Like this will this is a division operator. This will give you the remainder. It is also called as a modular operator. This here is a plus of increment operator. It will increase your value by 1. And this here is a decrement operator. It will decrease your value by 1. Right? Any doubts? Any doubts in this part? Are we clear? Can I have yes or no in the chat box? Yes, Anuj, plus equal to is an assignment operator. The plus equal to operator combines of values with the addition of values. Yes, exactly. Dilip, yes. Okay, Dilip clear, Naveen clear. Yes, it is very simple in Java as well. So that's why I'm just going very fast in this one. I don't think so I'll be needing any explanation in that. But if you have any doubts, you can let me know. I'll explain it. Utpal, all clear. Okay, clear. Sorry. Again, Anuj, no. Plus equal to is not an assignment operator. It is an arithmetic operator, because I have written it here as well, right? Assignment operators are equal to and plus equal to. Yes. Yeah. So this is not an assignment operator. This is an assignment operator. You can consider it as an assignment operator, not arithmetic operator. So if I were to reiterate, only this part and this part do not come under this. Only plus minus and this increment decrement and this part only, and also negative minus as well. This all things come under the operator. ठीक है? बाकी जो part थे, they come under assignment operator. Assignment operator. Assignment operator में क्या क्या आता है? इसमें आपका प्लस इक्वल टू आएगा, माइनस इक्वल टू आएगा, और सिर्फ इक्वल टू भी आएगा. ये चीज भी आता है. एंड सिमिलरली जैसे ये होता है, वी हैव आल्सो डिवाइड इक्वल टू, दिस विल डिवाइड एंड divide equal to, and we also have modulo equal to assignment operator. Yes, Anuj, yes, it's right. ठीक है? उसके बाद you have the last set of operators. You have the last set of operators that are called as comparison operators. इसमें you compare the values. So let's suppose double equal to, and in JavaScript this is a very common interview question. This I'll tell you. Okay, when you see an example, plus equal to, sorry, double equal to, triple equal to, not not sign, not equal to, not triple equal to, you have greater than, you have less than sign, you have greater than sign, you have greater than equal to, you have less than equal to. ठीक है, so let's come here and see an example. ठीक है, so now let's suppose I have a var which is a. Acha, now I want you to tell me the answer for this one, right? Var a equals to 10. I have var b equals to 10. Now if I do if a equal to b, console.log 1, else console.log okay. Now I want you to tell me the answer for this one by your own understanding. After that I'll explain you. 20 or 2? 2. Okay. 1, I can see some mix of answers. 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay. 2. Okay, many of you are saying 2. Okay, 2. Okay, let's just see. If I come here, I do no dot script and I get 1 as an answer. Okay, y1. Okay, you might, yes. Now everyone will tell y. Now everyone will tell 1. Okay, I'll tell you y1. Okay, so you have this, and here you have double equal to operator. Okay, now remember, this will not check the type of variable. Instead it will only compare the values. Whereas जो triple equal to होता है, this will check the type of your variable. ठीक है? So in this case, what is happening? I have a var a that is in a format of a number, right? And I have a var b that is in format of a string. And if I do var a double equal to b, right? So what is happening is I'm only having a double equal to operator here, and a double equal to operator will only check the value. बस value check करेगा, तो check करेगा कि मेरा 10 और 10 equal है, yes equal है, and it is giving me 1 as the answer. Whereas if I do this, whereas if I do this part, now tell me what will be my answer. Anyone? Now what will be my answer? What will be my answer in this case? 2. Okay, anyone else? Are you sure it will be 2? Can it be 1 in this case as well? 2. Utpal Patel says 2. Anuj, definitely 2. Okay. Dilip, 2. Naveen Patel, 2. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else would like to comment? Dilip, Narendra says error. Okay, might be, क्या पता error ही आ जाए भाई, बोले ये क्या कर रहे हो आप, ट्रिपल इक्वल टू होता ही नहीं कुछ जावास्क्रिप्ट में, बिल्कुल एरर आ सकता है। केविन सेज 1, अरे भाई साहब इतने सारे 1 स्पैम कर दिया केविन ने। अनुराग सेज 2, चलो ठीक है, लेट्स सी क्या पता क्या हो, मुझे नहीं पता। आई डू दिस, जस्ट अ सेकंड, and here I have my answer as 2, right? 2 because as I told you, right, this will now check the type as well. अब ये चेक करेगा क्या मेरा नंबर 10 is it equal to a string 10? No, number are not equal to string for obviously, right? Numbers हम string के equal नहीं है। तो इस केस में what is happening, it is not going in this block, now it is entering this block. अच्छा, tell me one more, I'll tell you one more example. Now I want everyone to tell me the answer for this one. So let's suppose I have where abc equals to new Delhi, and let's suppose I have a variable c equals to me. I have a variable c. Let's suppose new Delhi equals to let's suppose 1, and I have this new Delhi. Okay. Now if I do var abc double equal to new Delhi, okay, console.log 1 else console.log 2, चलो इसका आंसर बताओ मेरे को, इसका आंसर क्या होगा? Will it be 1 or will it be 2? Anyone tell me. Karun says 2, Naveen says 2, okay, बाकी Anuj 2, okay, Utpal 2, Utpal Patel says 2, okay. Anyone else? Shanti says 2, बाकी लोग, what about others? 2, 2, 2, ठीक है, let's check. And here we have 2. Yes, ठीक है. For those who are not still aware, so what is happening is, what I did is I created a variable in New Delhi which has a value of 1, right? And I've created a variable that is, the name of the variable is abc, but it has a string of 1, and I'm comparing if my abc is equal to New Delhi. Obviously 1 या New Delhi के equal थोड़ी है, 1 is not equal to New Delhi, right? New Delhi is separate and 1 is separate. That's why we have here is the value of here as 2, right? As corrected, as guessed by most of you. You guys are literally rocking, you guys are there, you got the correct answer. The value here will be 2, and this is a very important, interview question, right? So we have a very important interview question, that is, I'll tell you, it was asked many times by it was asked many times when I was giving an interview, right? So it is interview question, that is difference between double equal to and triple equal to operator. Okay. Now I hope everyone would be able to answer it. Like अगर कभी इंटरव्यू कुछ आता है कि डिफरेंस क्या है डबल इक्वल टू ट्रिपल इक्वल टू में, right? Again recapping, double equal to will only check the number, right? Only check, whereas triple equal to will check the data type as well. It does not matter that in double equal to, it does not matter that if it is string number type or it is a data number data type. Until and unless the values are same, it will accept it. But in case of triple equal to, we also have to check the data type. Yes, Naveen, exactly. Yes, you can get the script.js file. I'll upload it. Don't worry. Or I'll share it. I'll share it in the Telegram channel as well. Yes, Anuj. Double equal to will check the values. Triple equal to will check the data type as well. Okay. After that, we also have a not equal to operator where a equals to 10, where b equals to 10. ठीक है अच्छा इसका आंसर बताना मेरे को if a not equal to, this is not equal to, if a is not equal to b log 1, right, else log 2. Tell me the answer for this one. What will be the answer for this one? Naveen says 1 very fast. Okay. Karan 1, Utpal 1. Anyone else? Anuj says 2. Okay. 1. Phoenix says 1. Rajasthani status says 2. भाई नाम यूजर नेम चेंज कर लो क्या लगा क्या है ठीक है और बाकी इन्फो शॉट सेज 2. अरे बाप रे 3 कहाँ से आ गया अनुज 2 2 दिलीप सेज 2 अनुज सेज 2 2 2 2 ठीक है let's see ask it 2 right why 2 because I have used a single equal to, right? This is a single equal to operator. This only will check this only will check the number, not the data type, right? So what is happening, it is just checking if 10, if my number, if my this 10 is, if 10 the value of a, that is 10, if it is equal to the value of b, that is 10, only the values, not type, only the value I'm saying. If it is not equal, it will say 1, otherwise it will say 2, right? Acha, now tell me what now, what will be the value in this one? अब क्या होगा 1 1 1 okay 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 अरे करो भाई स्पैम क्यों कर रहे हो Dilip, okay, Dilip also says 1. ठीक है. Yeah. In this case, the answer will be 1. ठीक है. Got everyone? Got everyone? ठीक है. Now after this, we have ternary operators. This is the last thing we are doing. This is very commonly used in projects, right? तो आप अपनी project बनाओगे बहुत commonly use होता है. That is using ternary operator. So let's suppose var a equals to 10 again. ठीक है. Var b equals to, let's suppose 12. So what I'll do is I'll just check. I'll just use the ternary operator. I'll just check a equal to b question mark. If it is equal to b, I'll just print something, right? Or I'll do one thing. A. Let me just give a more simple example. Sir, is there and or operator? Yes, and operator is also there. Yes, it is there. ID, there's such thing. Naveen, I didn't get it out. Naveen. What do you exactly mean by ID operator? ID operator क्या होता है? What is ID operator? I also haven't heard of any ID operator. What is the no, not this one. No. So Naveen, I didn't get a doubt. एक बार दोबारा से please reframe the question. I'll see that. ठीक है. Okay. So let's suppose I was explaining ternary operators, right? This is the last topic for the day. So let's suppose or let me take an easy example. Let's suppose I have var marks equals to 40. Let's suppose. Okay. So this is a variable that is storing marks. Right? These are marks. So what I'll do is I'll just see. I'll just make another. I'll just make another variable. Let result. Okay. Now this result will store something. So let's suppose equal to. I'll say marks, right? Marks. I'll put a question mark. Before a question mark, I'll just state any value. Let's suppose if my marks are greater than or equal to 40. If they are, right? If they are, what I'll do, I'll just simply print pass. If it is not, I'll just simply print I'll just simply print this. If it is not, I'll just simply print fail. Okay. And here, if I do console.log of result, and if I run my node script file, I give the result here as pass, right? Okay. So what I exactly mean by here is that this is a ternary operator, right? What will happen? It will just check if my marks are greater than or equal to 40. If this condition is met, it will execute this line. Right? If it is not, it will execute this line. As simple as that. Yes, Phoenix has explained it very carefully. So what exactly, to sum up, is I have a condition, right? After condition, I have my this statement 1, and I put a semicolon here. After semicolon, I have a statement 2. Okay, as simple as that. As simple as that. It will tell me the pass. Why it is pass? Because it is checking the condition. It is greater than 40. It is executing this. Okay. What if I do it? What if I do it like this? Less than 40. Now what will be the answer? Anyone? Now what will be the answer? Will this statement get executed, or will this statement get executed? Anyone? Utpal Patel, no. If you're using not equal to, you have to use only double equal to sign. You cannot use triple. Yes, it will be. Just a second. Yeah. Now it. Yeah, so it is fail. Earlier it was triple. It was less than equal to. So equal to था ही 40, right? इसलिए वो पास दे रहा था. But अगर मैं इसको less than equal to करता हूँ, तो आपको मेरे को it will give me fail. Now this, yeah. Now as you can see, I have got a fail. Okay, guys. Right. So that was all for today's lecture. Right. We have covered most of the introductory part today. right? And from tomorrow lecture, we'll be covering some more parts like loops and things like that, right? And after that, we'll be doing a project on day 3, right? So Anuj, logical operators will be we will be doing tomorrow. Do not worry about this, right? And an operator or operator will be doing it tomorrow. I think that was enough for today for you guys to attend a 2-hour lecture. So thank you for being so patient, listeners, right? If you don't have any doubt, you can feel free to leave as well, right? And we'll see each other in tomorrow's lecture, right? You can. Yes, Sunil Kumar, ask me. What questions do you have? Thank you, Utpal. Thank you. Thank you so much. Uh, Sir, will the video be available? Yes, yes. So video will be available on this YouTube channel itself. So the recordings you can watch it again if you want to. Yes, it is available. The whole place will be available on YouTube as a tutorial, right? You can watch it for future reference and you can rewatch it again and again. Okay. Okay. I hope that was all from my end. Yes, Anam. So I am just leaving the session, right? I hope you. Okay. Yep. Thank you, everyone. So, yep. So we'll see each other tomorrow at the same time from 7 to 9, and make sure to practice today's lecture. Right, all the concepts that we clear. If you have any doubts in any of the topics, we can also discuss them tomorrow. No issues. Okay. Chalo guys. Bye everyone.
If you have liked this Essentials program, which is giving you a confidence that you can become a developer, this is just a starting. You can enjoy this learning for at least next 6 months and also become a full stack web developer or a full stack data science person and crack a job end of the day. If you are interested for that program, just go check out LetsUpgrade's full stack program right now from the website. What are the key features of LetsUpgrade's full stack program? 3 key features of LetsUpgrade full stack program. Number 1, you get to learn everything live by an expert coming in from an industry. So this expert is working as a day job, and sham ke time, evening time, this guy is going to teach you in your classes. This cohort is going to be of only 20 students at the max. So lots of focus is there on you to make you an industry ready developer, and you can get jobs in 150 plus partner companies that we have got, that LetsUpgrade has got, NPCI, Red Cross and various other companies. Now talking about the second feature, you get to build 15 plus projects. These 15 projects will help you get the confidence that you can be the top-notch developer at any company. Let it be the FANG companies or the MANG companies, or let it be any tier 2 or a service-based or a product-based companies. Third and the last feature, we have an amazing job board where on a day-to-day basis, we get 10 to 20 job descriptions, JDs, job applications being uploaded by companies directly. You can go ahead and check out those all jobs, apply, and we will go and get you prepared for that interview. So this is the 3 big USPs of LetsUpgrade's full stack program. Go join right now. You can avail a 20% straight discount. The price of this program is 36,600, but you can get this program for 29,600 right now. Go check it out and let's meet in your batch 1, which is happening this Saturday. Bye bye, take care, have a nice day.